TSJ and welcome back to another video. I know I've been posting a long time, guys. Chill. I can hear you guys getting mad at me in the background, guys. Chilling. But I got a special treat for y'all today. I'm coming at y'all with an unsolved murder. The first unsolved murder I ever did on this channel. Look, man, unreleased TSJ merch. Merch link down in the description, though. This is unreleased. I'm about to release this soon, so everybody got it. Cop up ASAP. Like, who does like me? Like who does like me, bro?
They be like, hey, Brandon, what you got on? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
But as anything, guys, please like, comment, subscribe. Tell me if you guys like these type of videos. And let's go straight into the video. One of the most infamous cases in Japan, even after 20 years, is known as the Setagaya Family Murder, which happened back on December 30th, 2000. And to this day, it's still classified as an unsolved murder. Alright, before I talk about this story even more, I might butcher some names. But this murder was taking place in Japan, so I might butcher hella names. Don't get mad at me. Do not get mad at me. The Miyazawa family was a family of 4 that lived in Setagaya City, Tokyo, Japan. And the family consists of the father, the mother, the daughter, and the son. The 44-year-old father, the head of the house, was Miyazawa. He worked at a company called Enterbrand, which was a company for multiple other companies like Microsoft, Nissan, Xerox, etc. This company was extremely large and actually made up the term Wi-Fi, which you guys are watching me on right now. Or some of you guys are probably on data. I used to be a data boy too. Sometimes y'all really want to watch a YouTube video, well, all you get is the circle of Yasuko, the 41-year-old wife, she was a teacher and the mother of the household. She mainly took care of the kids while the father was at work most of the time. They had an 8-year-old daughter named Nina. Nina was a really playful child. She was very athletic and she played multiple sports like soccer, hockey, etc. And the last person of the family was a 6-year-old son named Ray. Ray had a speech impediment. People say it was bad enough that Ray needed to seek professional help, but it just caused more stress and problems for the family. At the time, Setagaya was flourishing and people coming, just because the city was very nice and it had a nice park and it was very popular back in that day. The Miyazawa family lived in a duplex home right next to Yasuko's family, which consisted of her mother, her father-in-law, and her brother. Also, the Miyazawa family had a skate park right behind the house, which would cause them problems later on in the story. This park has been there for years, and talks around the city has that they're going to expand the park, which caused a lot of people to move out the city, leaving only a remainder of 4 families living there, causing it to be a ghost town. The family was going to move after New Year's, but unfortunately, they would not get the chance to move. One day, Mikao confronted a group of teens after being obnoxious behind the house. They were being obnoxious all day, and Mikao just wanted some peace.
A father coaching his 6-year-old son at the top of a skate ramp in Jacksonville, Florida, when suddenly the dad loses his patience and appears to kick the boy down onto the ramp.
So he went up to the group of kids and confronted them. But after Mikao confronted them, that's when everything goes downhill. The week leading up to the murder, there was very strange things that was happening to the Miyazawa family that never happened before. Yasuko complained to her father-in-law that there was a strange car parked in front of the house, which just never happened before, and they did this multiple times. And Yasuko thought it was weird because in order for them to go to the skate park, which she thought they was parking outside the house for, they had to hop the fence. The strange thing is that there was a whole other parking spot for the skate park. And residents say in the summer, they've been finding stray cats, dogs, and other type of animals with their tails cut off and actually abused. 2 days later, on December 27th, there was a strange man walking around the Miyazawa family home, and eyewitness said that he was spotted doing this multiple times. And they probably would have thought that it was just because the skate park was right there, but no, he didn't even go to the skate park. He was just wandering around the house. On December 29th, there was another man spotted at the, I'ma butcher the hell out of this name, Setagaya station wearing a skater outfit. I want to say that this man was very underdressed due to the weather. The weather wasn't good on that day at all, and it was very weird to wear a skater outfit on that day. And the same man that fit the description bought a sashimi knife at a supermarket, which we will talk about later on in this video. Again, on December 30th, the same man was spotted at the Setagaya station around a mile away from the Miyazawa family home. The suspect looked to be between his 30s and 40s, and the eyewitness said that this man looked to seem like he was coming towards the Miyazawa family each day. December 30th was the last day the Miyazawa family was ever alive. The family was just taking life as normal, preparing for the holidays and just clean up around the house. Around 6, eyewitness said that they seen the Miyazawa family going shopping, and at 6:30, eyewitness said when they passed their house that the car was not there.
Boy, what the fuck going on in Miami, bro?
Boy, she would've got in that bitch.
No, shit, that shit just disappeared.
The last activity ever from the Miyazawa family home was from Mikhail. He opened a Reddit email he got from his job, which was password protected, so he had to open it himself. This is the last activity we got from the Miyazawa family again. Around 11 o'clock, it seemed that there was a break-in at the house. The break-in coming from the back of the house where the window was facing, and the window was very visible to the skate park, which anybody can climb through the window if they wanted to get into the house. The first family member to get killed was a 6-year-old son named Ray. Ray was strangled to death in his own room, which caused a loud thud and noise in the room, which caused Mikhail to go check it out. Now Mikhail, he actually put up a fight. He broke the murderer's knife. Mikhail actually did put up a good fight. It was to be said that Mikhail did get some stab wounds in his neck, but again, he did break the murderer's knife. The last two to be killed was the mother and daughter, Yasuko and Nina. They were both in the attic when the killer came to attack them, then soon retreated when they came back to officially murder them. After murdering the whole family, the murderer stayed in the house for 10 hours. He ate ice cream, drank tea, he even took a nap on their couch. He even ordered 2 concert tickets off their computer. The killer left hella evidence with fingerprints, hair, DNA, anything you can want. But the only thing he did take, in fact, was Mikhail's sportswear and $150,000 in yen. The next day, Yasuko's mother tried to call up the house, but the phone line would not pick up. And later on that day, a taxi driver came out and said that he picked up 3 very odd men around a mile away from the Miyazawa family house. The 3 men did not talk the whole ride. It is very odd, and one of the men had wounds on him. But when the men got out the car, one of the men with the wounds on him, he left bloodstains on the back of the taxi driver's car. Next day, Yasuko's mother tried to check up on the family after hearing loud bangs coming from the Miyazawa family house, but unfortunately nobody answered. She tried to call up the house, nobody answered. The phone line to the house was cut. So instead of calling them, she got up and she went to the house. She started knocking on the door, nobody answers. She started banging on the door, nobody answers. So she got her own key, her own spare key that the family gave her, and she opened the door herself. To be surprised with dead silence. The whole house was silent, which was very odd coming from a family with 2 kids. As soon as she opened the door, she sees Mikhail's dead body at the end of the staircase, which put her into total shock. She knew she was going to see her dead daughter. She goes up the steps to see Yasuko and Nina dead at the bottom of the attic staircase. Seeing her daughter and her granddaughter dead completely broke her and traumatized her for life. And the last body to be found from the grandmother was Ray, the 6-year-old son, dead and strangled to death in his room. After the grandmother saw all of this, she called the police. When the police arrived, they was very astonished about how much evidence the killer actually left behind. Like I said again, he left evidence on from eating ice cream, from drinking tea, from laying on the couch. He even took a poop in the toilet. The killer was so confident he was gonna get away, which he actually did get away. He did some take-a shit. And they assumed that the killer came from the back window because the window was actually open and that was the way facing towards the skate park. And he had to come from the window because the front door was actually locked the whole time. Hence why the grandmother had to use her key. And the grandmother did think that the killer did come around 11 or 11:30 was because they heard a loud bang at 11:30. But they didn't think anything of it. They thought they was arguing or the kids were just playing or something. As the police were investigating the bodies, they see that Mikhail got multiple stab wounds from a knife called a sashimi knife. The same knife that suspects saw the man fit in the description buy at the supermarket. And it seemed like the killer was out for the females the most because Nina and Yasuko had it the worst. Even after the murderer killed them, he kept stabbing them. Also, the murderer left behind the sashimi knife and the kitchen knife that he used to kill Nina and Yasuko, covered in blood and fingerprints. 6 hours after the police were called, a strange man went to the hospital for a broken bone in his hand, and the man fit the same description as the murderer, but the doctors had to do what they had to do, and they treated the man, and the man just went off about the day. The man looked to be around his 30s to 40s. It's sad because police found out that there was actually bandages on Nina. The killer actually left some things behind. He left some clothes and a couple bags.
Trời đất ơi. Mua chi? Mami nói con là mấy không có thích mấy cái đồ này mắc tiền. Mua làm cái gì không biết nữa. But mấy thank you anyway.
And also the murderer left blood footprints and dirt footprints around the house. And the shoes he was wearing was a famous shoe brand back in the day called Slazenger. But it was very odd because they didn't sell his size in Japan. It seemed like he wanted to be found, to be honest. But to this day, this case is still unsolved. Police also believe that the reason why he murdered the family was because of money. And it said that he needed money to support his family, which, like I already said again, why would you need to buy concert tickets to support your family? And it's sad that an innocent family of 4 had to be murdered because we still don't know why to this day. But I hope Yasuko's grandmother gets justice for the Miyazawa family. And the same thing, guys, thank you for watching this video. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know if you guys like these type of videos. Tell me if I should do more. And tell me what I did wrong in this video. Tell me things I should improve because I like to improve my videos. But as anything, guys, please like, subscribe, comment. TSJ out. Peace.